It's really rare for me to ever have two cars at once that are actually in any way comparable, but that's exactly what I have this week. The 2012 Hyundai Equus and the 2013 Cadillac XTS. But of course, knowing my luck, this is the week when my entire crew has vacation. So I'm gonna try to shoot this review by myself. Arguably, both vehicles are very good looking in their own way. Both have drawn equal attention out on the road and at gas stations. People love their lines and love their subtle yet masculine details. This is the four-wheel drive version of the XTS, complete with a 304 horsepower, 3.6-liter V6 and a 6-speed automatic transmission. The Cadillac here has a sticker price of $56,730, and for that money, customers get magnetic ride control with rear air springs, Cadillac's new Q infotainment system, leather, a Bose sound system, and many other convenience features including a backup camera. The Equus is a bit more expensive than the XTS at $59,750, but surprisingly, the window sticker reads more like what customers would expect from the Cadillac than the Hyundai. It's as if they've treated features and amenities. The Equus has a 5-liter V8 producing 429 horsepower mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and unlike the all-wheel drive XTS, the Equus sends all its ponies to the rear wheels. The same switched-it birth story continues onto the interior as well. The lines of the Cadillac are much more modern and sleek, which is not very characteristic of the brand. The Hyundai is a bit more, how do I put this nicely, classic. The Hyundai seats are bigger and more comfortable. There's more interior room, and in the back seat, rear passengers have control of virtually everything that the front passengers do. Not so in the Cadillac. The driving characteristics of the two are surprisingly different, and it's again where the Equus feels a bit more like Cadillacs of old than the XTS does. Now, if you'll forgive me here, before we could shoot these interiors, the Cadillac had to go away. So suspend your disbelief, and when I'm talking about the Cadillac, make believe like you're in the car with me, instead of just here in the Equus. The Equus has no problem flexing every single one of its 429 horsepower. Put the skinny pedal to the floor, it'll downshift, lean back, and rock it forward. Not so in the XTS. With the heavy body and even heavier all-wheel drive system, in a pinch or under hard acceleration, 304 horsepower just doesn't quite feel like enough. It definitely feels like the XTS has a power deficit. In the corners, the Hyundai is a lot more floaty and disconnected than the Cadillac, which is surprising. The XTS isn't firmer in the suspension, it's just a little bit more on point. It doesn't feel quite as phased by high-speed cornering as the Hyundai does. I understand few buyers will ever drive them like this, and that's painfully obvious from all the nanny technologies that are on board. The Cadillac is constantly monitoring the road ahead. So if you start coming up on traffic, it'll warn you by buzzing the seat. If you're not braking hard enough, it'll buzz the seat. If someone comes in next to you, it'll buzz the seat and flash lights and beeps. And while that's fine for some, I find it rather obnoxious. If push comes to shove though, I choose the Equus, because while I enjoy the handling and interior of the XTS better, I think the Equus is a better deal, and more of what buyers of a huge luxury sedan are actually looking for. While the XTS feels like the designers had to compromise, the Equus feels like it's the best possible vehicle Hyundai could build.